Good morning, everyone. Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here with some news updates. Yesterday, I did a video announcing that Sam Lee has been detained in Dubai. Since then, some other things have come up, nothing too more serious than the fact that the Master One is now under lock and key. And what is the repercussions of Sam Lee being detained in Dubai is the question. My phone has been going red hot this morning. I am actually meant to be heading off to work in about an hour and a quarter. So I thought I'd get online, do a quick live, and discuss some of the repercussions of things that may happen in the future. There has also been another arrest, which I can't say too much about. I don't know the full story anyway, but there was a lady, the chief compliance officer for HyperVerse. She has also been detained in the UK. There's an organization that has been chit-chatting to me for the last 18 months, and they're in 5 countries of the world. I call them the Men in Black. But yesterday I got a phone call telling me, hey Dan, got some good news for you. And that was from an American organization, which I call the Men in Black. And they told me that they are a little bit sketchy with the information themselves, but they have been informed that Sam has been detained in Dubai. And now there is an expedition agreement with Australia and Dubai. So my take has always been that the first thing they'll do is when America did this gave Sam, basically charged him with his involvement with HyperVerse for the $1.9 billion scam, and I still say it's $4 billion. He, what am I trying to say here? They did that to prod Australia in the ribs, so they would put out a warning or they would charge Sam with something, but they never have. But the fact that he's locked up in Dubai at the moment, detained, it would make sense, and the agent agreed with me that they would export him better back to Australia. And then once they get back to Australia, Sam would be facing jail time, so they said, and he would be willing to talk like a canary. So if you have had any involvement with Sam Lee, think of all the Australians that I have in my database, like Yvonne Henry, Carl Miller, George Marcus, Janet Hoyt. Just last week, we found them in a secret Zoom meeting working with Chavis, with a whole lot of New Zealanders and Australians. Now imagine what's going to happen when Sam says, the judge says, well, Sam, you're facing some pretty serious jail time here. So you better start talking like a canary to reduce the amount of time you spend in jail. Now, Sam, I think, is about 36, 37 years of age at the moment. So he will be thinking, if I spend 25 years of my life in prison, I'm going to come out when I'm, 55 years? Let's say if he got 25 years, that would be really good, wouldn't it? 41, 61. He'd be still quite young, wouldn't he? But he would spend the majority of his life in prison. And it would be an Australian prison. Imagine if he got to spend time in a... Anyway, I'm sort of getting off the track here. So what I thought I'd do is I'd jump online and I'd open up my WhatsApp messages and read some of the exciting news that's going on. Trades technology, I just got a ton of information about trades technology. And I'm doing this live as news comes in, so to speak. We did a video last night of capturing New Zealanders promoting a scam, which was quite interesting. I think it'd be best if I bring up a web browser. I don't feel like I'm streaming live without a web browser, and you probably don't realize that, but I haven't got one in front of me. But we'll do that. So I'm just going to have a look at some of the notes. So yes, so Sam Lee detained. What does this mean? Now, in my video, if you go and watch the video that I did last night, I showed that Sam, obviously we know where Chavis is. We think we know where Chavis is. We even got videos of him in his apartment just yesterday. Oh, nothing's working. I just jumped live and I didn't turn on all my clever stuff. So hopefully we'll have that working in a minute. Radio. Well, there we go. We can actually use unclever stuff, and we'll just go straight into a screen share, and that should bring up a web browser. Now I feel at home. All right. So if we go to Avenger News, if we go to my YouTube channel, with some of the messages. If anyone wants to pop up on stage, I'll make that available in a second. here I am. So what we've got here is we did a video last night. 2 videos come up last night. This one here, I was actually quite shocked. I just jumped into this meeting with Oak Smart, and he was a New Zealander with a whole lot of Kiwis in here promoting a Ponzi scheme. Unfortunately, I did do some funny stuff in there. I actually went in there with the Prime Minister's name, and she said, "Oh, I know that name. I think he's a politician." It was so funny. But we have this lady who's a New Zealander. We found her company. We found her everything. And I don't know why they do it, but she said she's just trying to survive. But this lady was running a scam where she's encouraging people to invest $500 that they probably don't have so that she can survive from the commissions that she gets paid, which was absolutely atrocious.
From different
So
countries.
if you don't know much about the history and what the concussions of Sam Lee being arrested can be, we've got videos here of what am I trying to say? We've got videos here of Chavez admitting that he is actually, first of all, we've got a video here of Chavez telling us his real name, which theoretically he was meant to give me $10,000 when I figured out that. I'm going to move me over here. And then the next video is we have, which I show was a video of Chavez actually saying that he works for Hyper One and also works for the bigger umbrella company, which is HyperTech Group. And that's all very well. Then I showed you the HyperTech Group organizational chart, and I show you Colin Star Capital, which is Ryan Jew, and then Blockchain Global. And then we talk about the umbrella company, which I've always talked about, was HyperTech Group and Hcash Foundation. So we've been tracking all the happenings of this organization since day dot. So now you've got Chavez, which I think I brought up first of all, I showed a screenshot of all the top 10 most wanted Americans, which I showed in a meeting with the IRS and Homeland Security and the FBI about my top 10 most wanted. Now, all of these most wanted, except one of them, which is Stephen McCullough, the guy that was trying to sue me for $3.8 million last year in the High Court and failed miserably, I must say, ordered to pay my legal fees, which he hasn't, but that doesn't matter. All of them were heavily promoting HyperVerse. Now, can you imagine what's going to happen when Sam is told that he's doing jail time for however how long and he needs to go to court to defend himself? Do you think he'll start squawking like a canary? He will, and he'll be dobbing in all these people. And the real tricky part it's not tricky part, the real interesting part about that, I'm suddenly realizing how much information I actually have on Sam Lee and his cronies, and I'm just going to go back to this one. So this is the sort of style thing. This is the lady that was running that meeting I just talked about at the onset, the Oak Smart one, and she's a New Zealander. So I've started a card on her, and I'm asking people for information. We've even found out that this lady has a company, and she's part of it, and here she is here. So the intel that I get from my Avengers each morning is actually breathtaking. So if we go to persons of interest, all right, and even if I go through here and look at a glance, I mean, I can't even say his crazy name. We always have a bit of a laugh when we do that. But this guy here is, we believe he's involved in human trafficking, and it's the doctor. He smoozes his way, theoretically, through a whole lot of government departments. And we know, we've got videos, I've got intel from people telling me he is involved in human trafficking. See if I can get his name right.
Dr. Fazem Kamalabadi.
Dr. Fazem Kabalati. So we've got contacts like that, and we've obviously got images with Sam with him. We've even got him working with Sam. So, a lot of this stuff. So we go to his associates, we can see. Now, the other news I haven't given you is Garrett Blakesley. He was under travel ban. And this is what made me interested yesterday of what was actually happening. Is I need to get some, I need to put this out so you guys can join me if need be. I just need to bring up a window. Oh, there we go. I need to turn that on. Right. So if anyone does want to join me, I've only got a short amount of time in here, but I'll just bring the chat room up. There's no one in the chat room anyway. Well, that's just fantastic. No one loves me. But what I will do is I'll bring up a join window and I will make it that you guys can hit that. There we go. So there's a couple of invitations for anyone who wants to join us on stage. You're more than welcome. The point is that we have got so many connections. We have been tracking and monitoring and gathering information on everybody. Now, Garrett has actually got his travel ban removed. He was talking to me yesterday on the phone. He wants to stay in Dubai because he had his phone confiscated, and from the Dubai police when he got detained himself. Well, not detained. He went in for questioning, and then they took his personal effects for evidence, and he hasn't got it back. And since then, he's been waiting for court date appearances and the like. And what I'm trying to say is he's now free, but he wants to wait until he gets his phone returned to him because he just bought it 3 months beforehand. And it's one of those beautiful ones that you open up, crack up, So I said, just forget about the phone. Just get your ass out of there. And he said that all the paperwork's done. He's just got to wait to give him the paperwork and he can flee or get out of Dubai. And he said he can't wait. He's never going back to the cesspool again. I talked to him for about 45 minutes yesterday. He was elated. I hope I'm saying that in the right sentiments. But my point is something happened, and then we heard that Sam had been detained, and then I said, well, imagine if Sam starts spilling the beans about something and you're connected with it, whatever it is. He also did actually give me a Give a Little Bit of page. Now, I know that a lot of people probably expect that he's been involved in the scam, but I'm going to find that somewhere along the line here, if I can find it. Where is he? AI. There's so much correspondence coming in. Here it is. So he gave me his GoFundMe page. So I'm sure of you, and what he's trying to do. Oh, well done. He's got $200 given to him overnight. So if you do want to help Garrett get home, I know whatever you might think about him, I can understand, because he was involved with VideoLook, but he has actually been a bit of a victim, and he's been very helpful informing. So I'm going to stick that in the chat room, and I'll try to remember to stick that link. But he's trying to get home, and I think that's really important. I would donate, but I don't have the monies to help out in every aspect. I've got my job here doing these things. So there's the story about how he's trapped and how he's wants some money to help get him home. But that's what is happening at the moment. But my point is, with this database, do you think of all the Americans that we've got in the database here, every single one? Think of how May Summervu will be feeling right now with America have now, let's say, warmed up the kettle again, and they will now be starting a more active investigation on HyperVerse. And you've got people like May Summervu who have gone back home and think she has a right to carry on promoting. I mean, look at the images that you see here. Here's May Summervu promoting We Are All Satoshi. And We Are All Satoshi, I don't think, if I had a room full of people and I said, everyone that knows that Sam Lee started up We Are All Satoshi, put your hand up. And then here's We Are All Satoshi still operating today, and it's all ran by Chavis. And here's Chavis in Dubai in Fountain of Youth Tower number 3. Don't know what number, but wait in the foyer. He'll come out eventually. And he's still running this company. And not only that, he's producing stupid platforms out there which are designed just to make money, so people can't sell their BTCC and the like. Like this website that you're looking at here. Just the other day, I went and clicked on the About Us page. Hey, why is this taking so long? Hello. Clicked on the About Us page, and this was released 3 days ago. I mean, this is how. Oh, so what the hell is going wrong with this? Can't you click on About Us? Man, what sort of website you're designing here, Chavis? That's not even loading. It's actually frozen on my screen. Maybe he knows I'm looking at it and he's banning my IP address. He doesn't want the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger here. Okay. His phone was probably wiped clean. Yeah, that's what I said. Forget about the phone. He did say he had some crypto wallet addresses on it, accessed some wallets on it. So I assume he's got a little bit of crypto left. That's what I sort of read out of that. All right. So now we've got About Us. Now, if you look at this website, right, About Us, read all about it. It's all very exciting. You can do all this. And you get to the bottom down here and you get to the Contact Us part. They actually, the other day, had 0800 Dodo funds, -funds is the phone number. And also the email address was support@dodo rather than D0D0.com. So they left the actual email address of the company. So you might be wondering, well, who is doodoo.com? Well, I don't think it's got any association whatsoever to this, but it's got another stupid bird, and it's an Australian company, and I think they have something to do with security. So here's a scammer in Dubai setting up another website where you can basically do trading. Let's have a look at the products, and you can give Sharvis more money. I mean, it's just how many of these stupid Ponzi scheme scams. And then there's Capital 3 as well, which I don't even know what the address of that. So how do you think Sharvis is going to be feeling at the moment, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm just going to have a look at some Avenger news, but maybe if I go back to my video and play this one, in the meantime, while I'm just going to move myself out of here. And this was yesterday's news, but it's still very current today. And I encourage you to go and have a comment. If you've got any questions, please do comment on the video that I'm about to play. I will put the link in the chat room, but more comments the better. We want to get this video cranking. Let's have a look and see if I can put the correct address in the chat room. So it's in the chat room, and I'll play this while I catch up on Avenger News. Hello, I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. News to hand, Sam Lee has been detained in Dubai. Once again, Sam Lee has been detained in Dubai. What does this mean, and where did this information come from is probably what's rattling around in your head at the moment. I was texted about 3 hours ago by someone who used to be very close to Sam Lee, telling me that they had had their charges dropped and their travel ban removed, and they were leaving the cesspool of Dubai. And I thought, that's interesting. I wrote back. Next minute, I got a phone call from government officials. All right, there is news to hand. One thing I did read, my morning routine I won't share with you, but anyway, I normally sit on the, well, I will share it. I normally sit on the loo reading the updates. Robex collapses. Withdrawals disabled. This is no big news for us, but it may be for you. And you go, oh, that was a good company. Well, it's not a good company. Like, why is my mouse freezing? My computer is freezing all the time. They've upgraded the operating system, and things are not going very good. So if I go to my YouTube channel. So let's just have a wee listen to this. This is news to hand. This is from Oz. Just for the record, I'm not associated with Oz in any which way or form, but we do correspond a lot of emails back and forth together. They're all very short and precise, and thanks. Yep, thanks. I'll review stuff like that.
The Robux AI Ponzi scheme has collapsed. Withdrawals are disabled, but Robux AI are carrying on like nothing happened. Behind MLM reviewed Robux AI back in June 2023. We found an AI bot ruse Ponzi with ties to Dubai. A top publication who was running Robux AI wasn't disclosed. Shortly after Behind MLM published its Robux AI review, the scam abandoned its original Robux AI website domain. The scam then continued on the robuxai.com and robuxai.com domains. Since Behind MLM's review, it has also come to light Abdullah Sand, who is behind Robux AI.
It has come to hand. What does he say? Come to hand. Where did it stop? Come to hand. What did it stop there for?
Sandhu is behind the collapsed Solmax Global Ponzi scheme. Solmax Global primarily targeted Pakistan residents. Other names we can attach to Robux AI include.
Wow, look at this. This is actually amazing because these guys I have files on. But anyway, if you went to Robex, it's still live, ironically. And I think they also had, as he said, another domain name as well. But why is that relevant to what we're talking about today, which is Sam Lee's been detained? I've actually never actually seen that website address. Thank you very much. So out of interest state, let's say if I go to my database and I've gathered some fresh information, then I just come to my database. I come into Robex, and I've got a file here on Robex, and I haven't got that domain name, but you'll see that I now can add that domain name to Robex because I haven't actually got that one. And if I want to, I can have a look around, but yeah, so that's quite cool. So why is that relevant? Well, remember Tammy Jackson, one of the head promoters of HyperVerse? Well, you would think scot-free, but she's not. And then here's a video of her promoting Robex as a good sound opportunity to invest in, and she was doing it on her platform. So she's scrambling around the internet trying to find something to promote because of the windfall she got when she promoted HyperVerse. So now she's starting up her own, her own platform. And if you give me a second or two, we have been corresponding, and this is how frustrating it is for us. We've been corresponding with the company that's providing her website, and I normally have a bookmark pretty much available. And we've been saying, ecosystem, is it this one here? So this is Mighty Networks, and they have chosen to believe that Tammy Jackson is a good person, and they don't believe that she's promoting anything bad. But if you went into the back end of her website, which we have in Zoom meetings, you can see that she was a big promoter of Robex. So what is she going to be telling her community now? And why does she think she has the right to actually say anything at all about these programs? She's not a financial advisor. She's a lady who's scammed people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars and taken the money, no doubt, and also carried on without blinking, promoting other schemes and everything else. So, what's this coal harvesting stuff? Oh, I'm getting some intel in there. I just really want to stop. But anyway, so you can see I've done my best job trying to, find these scammers. Listen to this little video here. I'm looking at about 10 different opportunities, but we've got no one that will actually show us real arbitrage trading on the blockchain. And after investigating 9 different platforms, we've found all of them are just running a multi-level marketing opportunity and not actually doing real arbitrage trading, relying on the commissions that they get from selling and getting people to subscribe. Why are you guys different? That was my question, obviously.
Okay. First of all, this is not crypto arbitrage trading. This is forex trading. This training is on forex trading, where you open your account with the broker and we help you do your trading with the automated system.
Well, I don't trust that you guys aren't running a scam. Who's your CEO? And can you prove he's real?
Yes, we can.
So, I've got clips like that all day long of different little funny things. If you ever want a bit of a giggle on what we're doing, I'm off to something really exciting in the next few days, and I'll show you the video here. It's the Global Financial Summit. I've actually been invited to go along. There's going to be 150 different delegates from around the world, and I'm going there. I'm going to be there this time next week for this day 2, which I'm really, really excited about. But the point is, if I did get an opportunity to speak, I thought what would I do with an impromptu speech would be able to go through my shorts and look at, some of the stuff. I mean, look at this one here. I noticed there's a warning about this company from the state of California. Have you ignored that?
Well, my opinion is the person who created that either A, is fake, or B, they don't know how to do research. Because, like I've said, you can't be a Ponzi scheme if you are in the process of getting your company listed on NASDAQ. Have you read the document? I have. And nothing in the document.
It's from the government.
The name of the company.
It's from the state of California.
That's to be trusted then.
It's 4 pages.
George, listen, thanks for bringing this to
you want to ignore it.
You're bringing this up because it is something that comes.
So this is what really does blow me away, the fact that I've got all these small clips here of the best parts of my meetings. So if you ever want a bit of a laugh and go through them, I mean, look at this one here. This is Tammy Jackson, and we made her a song. But
tell you about Tammy, she's quite the sight, promising riches overnight with the crypto flight. She's the queen of MLM with the twist of Ponzi flair. Tammy Evelyn Jackson, beware, beware. She's the predatory builder in the community. With schemes so shady, they're coming. Crypto Ponzi MLM tactical and spree. Tammy Jackson's got the moves for all of fantasy. I wonder what it's open. I like this song. She was there with HyperVerse Oh, what a ride. We'll promise return so high. When it comes, she just waved goodbye. Now she's on to the next year with a twinkle in her
Tammy, you're gonna get arrested soon.
She's always on the scene, selling dreams and packages wrapped up so clean. But if you look closer past the shiny sheen, it's just another scheme where you lose not win. She's the predator.
So we have a bit of fun there. But, you know...
Okay, you're not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing.
Okay,
because
good. Well, you'll provide a lot of
ordained to
entertainment
do it.
for us all, won't
Okay,
you?
and you ought to know something about that, because I know that you live a poor life of being upset because your mother and your mother don't like you. Your father committed suicide. Your sister committed suicide. You know, the Jehovah's Witness ruined your life, and so therefore you want to go out there and try to ruin everybody else's life.
So we can't stop her, eh? Well, let's see what happens, Tammy. I would be sweating like a rapist if I knew that Sam Lee has potentially been arrested. Do you think Sam Lee is a man of honor and he's going to keep his mouth shut? Or do you think he's going to map out the whole everything? Do you think the men in black aren't going to come back to me and ask me for my database and ask me for everything I have on the people who are connected to HyperVerse? I mean, come on. And do you think that me going to this conference next week with 150 delegates from around the world, people like the Cambodia head police force guy is going to be there. We've got ASIC who's going to be there. We've got the IRS that are going to be there. Do you think I'll be able to keep my mouth shut? Not likely. So so it's quite exciting, really. The other one, what do you got down there? We've got a meeting going on at the moment. If so, let me know. But we haven't really got too much time. I just want to give a few updates about the significance. Do you think really of Sam Lee? The other one, actually, I wouldn't mind have a quick look at is some of these YouTubers. I have to question why they actually do some stuff. But there's one guy that just popped up in my head right now, if I can find him. But think if they find that all these people are connected to. Oh, where are you gone? Oh, I've got this own folder, haven't I? I'm looking for Ryan. We haven't seen him for a wee while. I just want to see if he's done any new videos or taken down that video of him admitting. No, this is actually quite sad. I'll be honest.
What's going on?
So this is Ryan.
60 days since I came to Bali, and yes, I admit that I am now 5 days clean. I am 5 days sober completely. You guys have probably watched some of my videos here in the past.
So in this video, he admitted that he was 5 days clean of ketamine. Ketamine, I hope I'm saying that right. And he was paying $4,000 a month for his habit in America. So he's been 60 days in Bali, and he's been doing this ketamine stuff that costed $125 a day, plus his rent of $80 a day. And he's been asking people for money because he's waiting for his money to come through on BitHarvest. And BitHarvest, if you don't know, is or also got a cease and desist refrain order from the state of California. And this one's not just a small one. I think it was 6 pages, which is quite big. But you might have just seen I played it short a wee while ago. This was the cease and desist order that we received, and it's addressed to Jan Gregory, his buddy, which is absolutely hard case. Messages coming in. You can probably hear the people sending the messages, can probably hear them popping up. So you provide them these, these cease and desist letters, and you ask them directly what it's all about. Anyway, my point is, where is Ryan? Ryan hasn't done a video for 5 days. He's gone back. Has he gone back on a bender? Well, I truly hope not really. I do. I'm not here to, but these guys, if you go and...
What's going on? Not having that trust because they hold...
If you go to, there's a couple of places you could go. First of all, I'd love you guys to participate in a poll, and I've got one set up now on my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. Buy poll question, I think there was a shortcut. There it is. And if you go to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, I'll show you something interesting. Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and you go to the post at the top, and in here you'll see I've actually got a poll that you guys can participate in. I'll just put that in the chat room. What superpower would you choose to help the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger fight scams? And I think these are actually quite good. So a Truth Buster.
Truth Blaster instantly reveal any scammer's true intentions to the world, with zero chance of them hiding. Wallet Freezer, a power to freeze a scammer's crypto wallet on the spot, stopping transactions dead in their tracks. Scammer radar. Detect any potential Ponzi promoter within a 50-mile radius and alert Danny to investigate. Reputation reverser. Transform every fake testimonial they've gathered into real reviews from people they scammed.
Yeah, brilliant. Reputation reverser. That's quite cool. ChatGPT helped me do those. But you'll see here, I've now got some blogs and posts that I'm posting in here. What I'm hoping to do is obviously fund myself so I can afford to do what I'm doing. I don't make money from YouTube enough to merit the time and energy I spend, nor am I trying to profit. I'm just trying to survive, probably a lot like the scammers, but at least there's no laws against me being a YouTuber. What's just the first thing a lot of people go after when they say, oh, you're just a YouTuber for trying to get clickbait. Well, I'm very good at marketing and advertising, you probably might see. But my point is, if you come down here, you see Ryan, we actually have put out a video about Ryan. And while I was recording the video, he went live and tried to sell people bit boosters. I didn't let him know I was in the meeting, but I did cause a lot of havoc in the meeting. But if you go to this blog that's actually on my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, you can see all the YouTube channels that he's had over the years. And you can also see the links. The links going off to his website and how he was terminated from Healy for sexual harassment, how he is on behind MLN doing tag army stuff, how, you know, he's quite an interesting guy. He's full on at the moment, seems like it really is on the kettling. Is that what you call it? But here I list some of the Ponzi schemes and scams that he's been part of. And if you go right down to the bottom of the article, you go through all the Ponzi schemes and scams that he's been part of that I could find. And I'm always interested for any more that you may know of. But look at the history of this guy and what they're doing. So these guys that we're going after, you know, like this wee short live is basically about Sam Lee and how he's been detained in Dubai. But think this one here, this guy has also been promoting HyperVerse. So imagine if Sam Lee spills the bean and becomes a big informant to save his bacon, maybe to keep himself out of jail. They will lap that up, and so will I. I would rather that Sam Lee actually stayed out of jail, and then we started going through this database of all these scams that are associated with people who are running them. Imagine clicking into We Are All Satoshi, a company that Sam Lee has started, and then going into the meeting attendance area and going through all the names of all the people that I have that are in these Zoom meetings that I crash all the time. So we don't just crash these Zoom meetings. We've literally got, you know, like here we've got, here's one with 1,300 names of people that were in the meeting watching Chavez and Sam Lee releasing new products. So are you a bit nervous? And then if you go to here and you want to know, so what you're looking at here is if I go into the multi-level marketers, these are all the people that we've found in key meetings. You know, your name might be on there and you might be like, Roy Kanacha, for God's sake. I mean, what's Roy Kanacha going to do now that Sam has been detained in Dubai? Is he going to give back all the $15 he took from people? He's received about $10,000 from people in $15 lots, telling them he's going to do a class action lawsuit against Sam Lee. What a joke. And I've always been saying he's a scammer, and he is a scammer. But in here, we've got people, you know, who have been promoted. Look at Carl Miller, for God's sake. He's on the dole. Well, ASIC and Job Seekers is going to be at this event. This is Carl Miller, and he's on the dole. He earns $738.60 a fortnight. There's his friggin' pay slip. That's his pay slip. And there's the proof. We managed to get that. Well, Tugman managed to get that on the screen while he's doing a presentation because he left his computer wide open. Carl claims that he's some sort of computer technician, clever guy, and he lets somebody have access to a file on his computer that proves that he's on the dole. You know, and then you've got George Marcus, right? He lost $400,000 to somebody, to HyperVerse, and he's a broken man. And he's now, you know, like he's even tried to sell his say that his jet ski's been in an accident so he can claim the insurance. That was just recent. This guy was asking a lawyer if he could do a lawsuit against me for defaming him. And the lawyer said, no, I believe Danny DeHick's true. That lawyer is picking me up from the airport in Sydney. The lawyer's picking me up that he was asking to take me to court. I mean, what sort of, this is the stupid stuff. These guys don't realize how much influence and how much data the Avengers actually have on these guys. So it's fucking exciting, guys. And look, all these people, I mean, like, I'm thinking of some stupid people like Stephen Kondos. Stephen Kondos flies back and forth to Dubai like it's a morning commute. He hasn't paid tax for 3 years. He hasn't made a profit. How does he pay for his flights? He's involved in We Global, the blockchain era. They've rebranded it all now to Zero, I can't remember. You know, like, and what type of information do I have about him? Well, how about every single contact on his phone? All the people, you know, what about Andy, Grandpa Crypto? What about Kalpesh Patel, George Marcus, Dizzy? All these people. Do you think Sam is going to blow the whistle? Look at all these names. These people are all connected to this criminal network, and they think they've got away with the money. The Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger is going to have a fucking field day with this one. Sam, start squawking. You're going to be talking like a canary to save your ass because you're not loyal at all, you know, and it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, you think about Kate Longley, who's just moved into a new school. Well, wait until we find out the school, Kate. We know where you live. We've got pictures of your house over there. We know your phone numbers. We know everything about you. We know when you fart. All right, and here she is promoting We Are All Satoshi. She was promoting We Are All Satoshi when Sam was there. There's Sam with his We Are All Satoshi. Boy, it's 8 o'clock at the moment. And look at this. I'm going to go into a Zoom meeting and let's see how long before. Let's go into UK Prime and let's have a listen. So this meeting should be happening right now. I'll get that name there will do. And, you know, they watch me. They watch my lives. They cut me off. And here's 243 people with an organization. And here's Jarvis. Well, at least he's not locked up yet. So let's have a wee listen. So this is live.
I have made $789 even when the market is.
So he's still trying to push his dodo dead bird.
You know, I bought it. I bought everything at the peak.
He bought everything at the peak, and now he's going to make excuses about everything's in the red.
If I was a regular trader, I would have sold it at $1,200 profit, and I would have made an exit, and I would have bought again.
So there you go.
So, but I am a long.
So now they have people who are assigned to watch my lives to cut me, kick me out.
Bull run. Market is going to go so high.
And there we go. And I'll be out of here in a few minutes because they will think they're policing the room.
Market here. More than 50 assets I hold.
So he's still trying to peddle things. No, I don't believe Sharvis. Shut up, Sharvis, I'm talking. I don't believe Sharvis is actually the
unicorns of...
I don't believe he's a puppet on the string. I do not believe for a second that he has a tech team. I believe he's still working for HyperTech Group as he announced in that video.
Okay.
I mean, you look at this video here of me, and here's Sharvis telling you.
HyperFund as Asia Pacific Head Operations.
And I will tell you.
First of all, I would like to thank HyperOne Management.
HyperOne Management.
From Wednesday, we have
that's Sam Lee
for showing trust in me and giving me this.
And then you go to here, and he explains how he's working for HyperTech Group and HyperTech products. What product do you think that you're looking at the moment?
We have
Dodo Bird.
Few new features where you can view assets like this.
Oh look, he's got red on there now.
Indices. So one by one, we can check for the people who could not join.
You know, and you go through these.
Please go ahead and check the recording on our YouTube channel. You will find
YouTube channel that has had the cease and desist order against it.
I will give the brief of the basic as well.
So let me show you what I do. Let's go to gallery view.
This is also one index.
Gallery.
The 24-hour growth of this index is
if you're in these meetings and you think you're cleverer than me, then go for it. But right now, I'm going to open up a file.
Index. The recommendation is
and I'm going to copy everybody that's in here
so that
and put them in my database. And this will be given to the IRS if they want it when they come and ask me questions about Sam Lee.
You can even buy for 100, no problem. It is not logged yet. But once we load Dodo with all the features, we will lock it minimum at 500 so that we save the interest of the user. Okay. Then
so I'm just going to scrape the database.
I talked
all
about
the people that are in here.
Stop loss. This is the drawdown tolerance.
Carmel is in here.
Stop loss.
They'll be sweat night rapists at the moment, guys.
Let's say 50%. Then 50%, if the assets go down, then index is automatically sold.
So
If
260
you set
people
it at
are
40%,
now in
that means
Danny the
if the
Hex,
assets
aka the
are
Crypto Ponzi
going
Scheme
down
Avenger and the
60%
Avenger
low,
database,
then your index will
and
be
we'll be able to
automatically
find you.
sold.
They advise
If you
people
set at
that it would be a good
30%,
idea. Well, they
that
wanted to
means
advise
if
people
your
not to use
assets,
their
if
last
this
name in
particular
here.
index
And then
goes
Shava says,
30%
"Oh
down,
no,
your
you
assets
can't do
are
that." So
automatically
now people
liquidated
are all coming in
for
here with
you.
their last one name
So
names,
you
which is
can set
ironic because
according
now
to your own
they don't know how to
requirement
police the
and your
room,
own
which is
strategy.
ridiculous. But let's have a look at the people in
For
here slowly.
static indices, you have your own strategy.
All these people
So
have
as
been here
layer 2
since
is a static
HyperVerse, a lot of
index,
them.
you can set the stop loss at 50% here.
I know some
For
of these faces.
more volatile, or you can say dynamic indices,
There's a lot of
which are
Avengers in here.
more
Eunice, you're in
volatile,
here.
like memes,
Giannis, I should say.
you can set your tolerance at 20%
Are people
or
really
30%.
starving for this
That means
information, or are the
if the
people in
assets
this
are
meeting? Look,
70%
Pascal's
down,
in here, for
then
God's
your
sake. Pascal, you dirty
index is sold
scumbag.
automatically.
You know, these are people that
Similarly,
are
you
going to go
can
down now
also
that
go
Sam
with
Lee's
timestamp
arrested. Mark
expiration.
my words.
1 day, 1
All these
week, 1
faces I'm
month,
so
and
familiar with.
And then here you have all the index information,
Right.
Along with the smart contract
Let's send a
address
screenshot.
of
I'm going to send an
particular
email off
index. Every
to
index has a smart.
Shavis. I've got his email. There we go. So I told you that's what they do. They watch me. And then they kick me out. And they assign people to keep me in these rooms so that they keep their privacy and they don't want these meetings broadcast because they're doing criminal activities. That's what they're doing. But like it doesn't matter. I mean, all I do, like, watch this. They can't keep me out. The only thing they can do is lock the room. So I'm just going to stay on this screen. I'm going to get rid of this here. I'm going to just get rid of my browser history. I go back in here. Now, they'll be watching me, but they'll have 30 seconds to figure out who I am before they actually cut me out. So this is the funny thing. So now I've got a list of all these people, and I'm just going to go grab one of those names that I've got in my list that I've already scraped, and I put this here like this. And now they'll take 30 seconds before they watch me. So I'm now back in the meeting. Big deal. You've cut me out. What do you cut me out for? I put my sound on, and let's count down. Let's count down. Let's go and put my hands up here, and I'll count down to
details.
20,
Here,
19,
see, these are the new features
18,
which we have added.
17,
So in the view details,
16,
my date, my
15,
buying price,
14,
and my rate of increase
13,
is mentioned.
12,
My holdings are.
11, 10,
I will get also my
9
buy
crocodiles,
transaction
8
hash,
crocodiles,
where
7 crocodiles.
my buying is
7 crocodiles, 6 crocodiles,
mentioned here.
5
1%
crocodiles,
fee of
4
the platform,
crocodiles, 3
and then
crocodiles, 2 crocodiles, 1
99%
crocodile, and let's
of
see.
the assets
Will they
were
kick me out
used
of the
to
room now
buy
they're watching the
this
stream?
index.
Oh no, Danny DeHeck,
If you come
aka
through
the Crypto
VOS,
Ponzi Scheme
your
Avengers,
1% fee
sharing
will
our
not
channel
be
when he's
applied.
collecting all our data
If you will
and he's
buy
putting it in his
subscription
database
on
and he's going to
VOS,
give it
when
to
we launch it.
the people who are questioning Sam.
As of now, you can directly test
Ooh,
Dodo by
I'm still here.
connecting
Maybe they're
locally.
playing my game. But,
That is why it
Simon,
is
you'll have to
called
do better than that. Yes, I know your
the
name, Simon. I know who you are,
independent, or
Simon.
what do you
And
say
we've got a
that?
file on Simon. That's the lady
It
who's
is
in charge of kicking everyone out, who wants to provide training, perhaps. Training to everyone how
what
to
do you say
handle
that?
Danny
What do you
DeHeck, because
call
he's getting rampant at the
DeFi?
moment and we can't stop it. How come you haven't kicked me out? Kick me out of the meeting.
Permissionless.
Permissionless.
Permissionless system. This is
So let's
Dodo
send
is
an
a
email off to Shavis.
permissionless system.
If
Where
you want his email
just
address,
connect your wallet and you buy it.
here's
You sell
Shavis's
it.
email address. Shavis
Here
at
the buy swap transaction hash
9pay,
is also there,
9pay.
where when I buy, then Dodo
Shavis at
smart contract
9pay.
swaps
Dot,
all the
VC?
assets for me.
However we look.
And in the same way, within 15 minutes of window, all the buy orders will be
Where
swapped
is it? I'm just
together,
going to see.
and
Let's
the
see.
aggregation of gas fee will happen.
What?
Here you can
Shavis.
check the
So I sent
transaction
Shavis an
fee is
email yesterday,
$37 for the
and I
swap.
said to him, how
If
much would he pay
100
for a
people
swipe
are
on the
buying
right?
together, that means it is going to be 3
4.
cents each.
I'll just take a screenshot. Thought I did do that. Hello,
So
Shavis.
this is the advantage. These are the big features which we have introduced.
Yeah, but this is
in
copycat.
Dodo. If
This is
we would have
copycat stuff,
just integrated basic features in the Dodo, would have
Silly
launched Dodo
bird.
like simply a trading platform without these gas aggregation features, then
Not locked up yet, Jarvis?
We
Question
have
mark.
added such
right.
incredible
Let's see if he
features
gets a
which
notification
are
on his phone.
never or which were never introduced in the
Oh,
DeFi,
Jarvis, your
in the
days are numbered,
decentralized
mate. Your
finance
days are
before.
numbered. Don't know
Like
why I call
stop
him, mate.
loss.
Kiwi thing.
You don't have stop loss feature anywhere in the DeFi. No trading
There you go.
apps,
Email
no
sent with a
decentralized
picture of
exchanges have
Jarvis
stop
going to
loss feature
Jarvis. That would be fun.
or aggregation of gas.
All right, what else have we got coming in, Bob?
So
what do you got?
Dodo is working with basic features right now. And when you sell the index, you have all
Sell
the
the
details.
index.
You have
Goodness
buy
me.
transaction, buy swap transaction, sell swap transaction, and withdraw transaction.
All right, we'll just have a wee look at this
So
meeting.
even if you sell, your assets are
This is a
swapped into
trades meeting.
USDT
I'll be
and
more
then
excited about this
they
going
are
live.
withdrawn back to your wallet automatically.
I'm just going to go there with Danny to heck. Let's
One more
see what
feature we are
happens.
going to introduce,
Make
hopefully from next week,
update call.
where when you sell the index, there will be withdraw button also.
That's
So
gonna be
the
a goodie.
assets, if you don't want to liquidate into USDT, then
So they put me in the waiting room in this one.
You can also withdraw
but then
your
I'm in the live meeting. See?
assets.
So oh no, not that one.
Even without liquidating them into USDT.
Oh, have a drink of water. You'll get water in
So-
prison. I'm pretty sure you get water in prison.
You will have two options.
I got all
to
promoted
settle
YouTube channels.
Your assets.
Oh, good.
One, to liquidate into USDT, or you swap it
In
and
hours.
you just withdraw the assets and settle.
You just withdraw.
At the time of settlement,
At the time of
let's say if I
settlement.
will try to sell one index.
Is there anything I
I'm
need
not
to
going
watch
to sell
yet?
nothing. Okay. So platform fee is applied, then network fee is applied, and then sell buy swap fee. This is SF1. If you guys remember in the Dodo training initially that I did, I introduced you to 3 types of swap fee. Swap fee 1, swap fee 2, swap fee 3. Buy swap fee, sell swap fee, underlying asset change swap fee. If the index is dynamic and the assets are changing, if any underperforming assets are replaced by overperforming, outperforming assets, then this underlying asset swap fee will be applicable. And when you confirm, everything is settled.
There's just so many
So I
scams going on at the
bought
moment.
this index on Wednesday.
I think the
all
scammers
these
are
indices
getting
on
desperate.
Wednesday, and I made $828.
$828.
I was at yesterday at a profit of $1,200. I could have made an exit, but I did not. I will not exit. I will continue to show this portfolio for the rest of couple of months until it reaches at least $100,000. I will.
There
not
we go.
sell.
There's another meeting given to me. Thank you
When
very
it
much.
reaches at least $100,000,
D-
then I will sell with you guys here. And that will show you guys, because the market is at all-time peak of the last record.
Right.
The new records are yet to be set.
Wow,
which
that's
I know.
amazing. So you just
But
buy.
for a regular
So if you
trader,
are listening to this,
guys
what
can
you can
do
do is you can actually go into
wonderful
this
job
index,
here.
right?
If
And
I
you come
wanted
here
to earn money,
and you look at this.
yesterday I would have
view
sold
the
at
assets, right?
1200
And you just
profit
literally go and buy
and
those
made an
tokens
exit,
yourself. You don't
and
need
then I would have
to filter a
rebought it
1% transaction
some
fee
indices
through
where
him.
the assets
So
here I can
go
say
buy Ratmatic if you
where
want
the assets are
directly.
not performing well today.
Screenshots. What have we got coming in
So
here?
if I check AMM Dex, see some assets are down.
So,
I would
yeah.
have bought it again, and in couple of days after correction,
Yeah.
they would
Because
have
Donald
grown,
Trump's
and then I would
election, all
have
this
sold
went
again.
up. That's why he released
So
it in a
this
hurry.
is how traders are going to love Dodo. So you also can formulate your strategy to work with Dodo. This is just the basic version of the product. On top of this,
has been developed.
along with these 12 indices, we are going to have 8 more indices.
Right.
The
Well,
promise was to bring 20
that's basically
at
it.
the
There's
launch.
leave the audio, say goodbye, and now they'll know it's definitely me. I'm surprised they left me in the
There
room,
will
and
be
I'm
some of
surprised that
the
they cut
very,
me
very
out. And I've got
dynamic indices where
285.
there will
Oh, shut
be
up,
go
Shabbos.
big or go home type things.
Wonder if I can put my camera on.
Where you can set
No,
your
I
stop
can't.
loss.
Otherwise, I'll say good
at,
morning
let's
to
say,
Shabbos.
30%, 70%.
Ooh, what's job
And
Bob
then you
got?
can sit back, relax. If it grows, it goes to the moon. If it does not grow, it reaches to your stop loss and you sell it.
All right. So if you want to go listen to that meeting, you can. I'm just going to call it quits here for a while. I've got to go off to work today. Some big meetings coming on and some good contacts. If you want to help us help you, look, all you need to do is you need to go to tehek.com. And this is my website. If you look through the homepage of the website, you can see I'm off to that summit, as I mentioned earlier on. I've got a name and shame list. I've got the blog about Sam Lee being detained in Dubai. We've got this program that you're just looking at, the release of it. The real interesting thing about the release of this dodo bird is when we went to the contact us page, he had the wrong email address on here. Also, if you want to support the channel, there is actually a New Zealand company that's brought out this new credit card. And if you sign up for it, I'll get $15 and you'll get $15. So if you go in there and have a look at the words there, it gives you my referral code. I'm trying something different. This one here was about a YouTuber yesterday who actually told me that I call everything a Ponzi scheme. So I went through his website and found 34 Ponzi schemes that he's promoted. Daisy, We Are All Satoshi, Boomerang, FinTalk, CoinMarketBull, which is Jan Gregory, and asked him the question to prove us if one of those have actually eventuated into what he's claimed it would. And then he got in the chat room and went a bit berserk. But anyway, it's quite an interesting one. So it's a bit of a bad video with sound quality, but we are actually live hacking into these things. So check out the YouTube channel. But the one I wanted to show you check out the website. But go to Contact Us. If you hold your mouse over Contact Us, it will pop up with a bookmark link. And in the bookmark link, you'll see a place where you can supply us Zoom links to meetings that you believe are running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And that's how I got the New Zealand link the other day. Somebody wanted to inform me. And through here, you can actually see all my bookmarks that I use to go into these meetings. And that's quite exciting. The other thing you can do on the Contact Us, where did my crypto go? We have a form where you can actually fill out a response to where the crypto, you tell us where your crypto went. Tell us the crypto address you used to deposit the money in. If you do that, then we'll help track it and tell you where your crypto went. The other thing that you can do is simply click on the Contact Us button. There's a form here where you can give us your name, your email address, your username, the name of the scam that you got scammed by, how much money you deposited, the person that referred you into it. Yes, we want to know your sponsor. I know it's a family member or a friend, but we keep it anonymous. And if you don't want me to know your email address, just use anonymous@gmail.com. And the same with your username. But give us the intel, give us the stuff, and we'll put it in our database and we'll go after these scammers. The other one that I wanted to show you was on the homepage of the website, there is a blog that's been pinned and it says how to report cybercrime and cryptocurrency scams, a global guide. In there, you'll find every country of the world where you can report. If you have been scammed, stop waiting for silly people like Rory Kanacha to offer you false hope that he can get your money back. But go to the governments and start complaining, start filling out these forms. I'm going to have to open it up to show you. And the other one is my name and shame list. If you get put on my name and shame list, you will be able to test that by searching for your name, put scam beside it, and you'll find that this article will come up and you will be listed on the name and shame list. To give you an example, I picked a random name, I chuck it into a search engine, and I find nothing, but I come down here long enough and I don't find anything. That name might be quite a popular name, who knows? But let's go through her enough, found nothing. But if I put the word scam, because somebody might be searching to see if she's a scammer, then you'll see my name and shame list comes up in the search results. Now, Michael Fast, you might be familiar with him. He just caught my eye. Now, that's somebody who I've had correspondence about just yesterday. And he was a heavy HyperVerse promoter. But if you click on his name because you're searching to research him, then it will take you to a tag dedicated to Michael. And any scams that he's been promoting, any articles that I've put on my website will come up here. And you can see, now we can see that he's associated with Stephen Kondos. We can see that he's been featured in this royal family one. And if I come down here, this is a very long list, but I do this for the search engines. And also he's been involved in Wee Global. So that's what we were doing. So if you want to help us, provide us information, if you want to support us, there's a coffee, buy me a cup of coffee link on the bottom right-hand side of my website. You can just spot us a cup of coffee. We'd much appreciated. I do love super chats. I eat them up for breakfast. But also, if you're watching this video on the replay, you can literally hit the thanks button underneath and donate some money to my channel. I'm not doing this for the money, but I do need to do something to survive. I would rather stay here and chat to you, but I have to go and do 80 hours work today in a shop selling watches. And that's what I'm passionate about as well. And I work with my best buddy. Now, that's what life should be all about. Life should be about being entrepreneurial, thinking outside the square. Think big, start small. I've started up, I'm what I call a serial entrepreneur. What am I? I am, what do I do? Look, I'm going to show you just quickly. As I'm real passionate about helping people with passive incomes as well. Well, I call them active incomes. You've got to work for a living, guys. There's no such thing as a passive income. However, a good sales pitch is passive income. Go back to my website, and if you click on passive income, you'll actually see what I do. I set up drop shipping shops for people, and I sell them. I also have 5 drop shipping shops myself. Over the last 5 years, we've sold $2 million worth of products online, and I can go into any of my shops. And if you think I'm full of shit and there's no proof of that, look, real time, I'm going into one of my shops. I sell products here. If I look at this shop live right now, and we go to, let's go to orders. And if we go to here, you can see that I've got one order to fulfill. And yesterday, if you look at the yesterdays, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 orders yesterday. And if I go over here, you can see the money. I'll get rid of the names. $50, $80, $51, $51, and $87. Oops, no, I've gone the wrong way. But anyway, you get the idea. 51, 51. So yesterday I sold $200 worth of products on the shop. And if you go to the analytics of the shop, this is all time. This shop's been going since 2021 June, and you can see that I've sold $77,000 worth of products. If I click on here and I go for the last 365 days, I have sold $25,000 worth of products just on one shop alone. And that's what I do. I help set up shops. So the very last shop that I helped set up for someone, I set up 2 shops actually. I've set up in the last. This guy wanted to come in. He wanted a shop in the fitness area. So I said, look, I've got an idea. How about we set up Fitness Zone? And we have. And in here, here's a shop which is ready to go. And my mouse is frozen again. Ready to go drop shipping shop where he just has been taught how to load products. I initially load 50 products in, and then I teach him how to find source suppliers. And I teach them how to load, how to write the product descriptions, everything you can think of. And it's literally frozen right now. And then he's away. He doesn't need my help anymore. Why is this freezing? It's not the website. I can trust you that. It's my computer has been freezing lately. Here we go, we're away. So there's a typical shop with products, and they're all ready to go. And he's had 3 orders so far, but this shop is only about 8 weeks old. And his job, he's so far got 197 products in here, and you can click on his best sellers and you can see the products that he's featuring. Another shop that we did was Home Edge, and we've set this up for a young lady who's very good at graphic design, and she's actually taken this one by the horns, and she's done some really nice designs. It's very, very impressive. But she's away now. She's learned how to do drop shipping. She doesn't need me anymore. But that's what I do, guys. I'm not against being entrepreneurial. I'm not against making money online. So if you want a drop shipping website and you want me to create one from scratch, that's what I do to survive. If you want to buy one of my shops, they sell, like another one I've got at the moment for sale that's ready to go is this one. It's called luxnails.co.nz. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a ready to go little wee opportunity side hustle for somebody. If it ever loads. And this is selling nails, gel nails. All the images are done by us. They're all unique. The suppliers are already connected. The database is already actively updating. So, hey, look, don't sit here with these Ponzi schemes and scams thinking you need this shit in your life. Don't think that you can put your $500 into a trading platform and make $800 in a month. in a short period, because that's just a load of bullshit, poos and wees, because these are all enticed to get your commissions. They want the commissions that they get paid for selling these programs. The first thing that when Chavez, who will probably be detained in Dubai very soon, said was, the people who asked him questions, is there a affiliate marketing available? Are we going to get a commission if people sign up? And he goes, oh, he hasn't done that yet. And they're all going, oh no, how am I going to make my living? It's just absolutely poos and wees. Hey, look, hey, Susie, I see you there. Nice to see you. Good morning. I'm out of here. I'm off to work today. Just wanted to give an update. If you didn't catch the news at the start, Sam Lee has been detained in Dubai. And what is the repercussions of that? Chavez, who's currently still running Sam Lee's business, who lives in Dubai, do you think he'll be sweating like a rapist? I think he will be. Sam Lee will save his own bacon. He will be squawking like a canary. He'll be telling the authorities everything. We don't know what exactly is going to happen to Sam yet. My guess is he will get expedited back to Australia because there's a treaty that was signed back in 2011 with Dubai and Australia. And then once Sam gets back to Australia, they'll talk about the $58 million that went AWOL. And then the next thing is America, who does have a treaty with Australia, will probably have some, because there's an organization, do some research, called J5. J5 works with Australia, the UK, America, the Netherlands, and I think Canada. And they are all working together with HyperVerse contacts. So basically, once Sam comes back to Australia, he'll be questioned by the J5 crew, and they will be sharing intel. Think of how many people think they have got away with the money of HyperVerse. Hey, I'm Danny DeHeck, squawking like a doo-doo. Brilliant. And I just have to say thank you so much to everyone who supported me over the last 3 years. Getting Sam Lee detained is just absolutely, it really is an emotional thing for me. I spend 70 to 80 hours of my week fighting these bloody, disgusting bottom feeders of the world who think they have a right to be financial advisors when they're unregulated. And when people like Sam get detained, it is absolutely amazing. When people like the Men in Black in America ring me up to tell me the good news, they know they have my back. And that is really important. We've got more exciting announcement. The Chief Appliance Officer for HyperVerse has also been, I'm pretty sure they said detained because I had to listen to it while I was taking it in, but they have her under questioning as well. So she'll be squawking like a canary. I feel sorry for Keith Williams. He may have got out easy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is the beginning of the end. And we're living in the very last days of the last days of the last days. That's something that I got brought up and told time and time again when I was brought up in a cult. But now I'm going to flip it around and talk about how we should be happy that people like Sam Lee are getting incarcerated. And also, if you can, go through the scroll here. I will try and put it into the description. See if you can support Garrett with a few dollars to help get him home. He's had the travel ban removed, and let's get that boy back home. He's provided me a ton of information, and it's just such good news. Anyway, I've got to go to work to do my living. I'd rather stay here with you guys. Please support the channel in any which way you form. Buy me a cup of coffee and say thanks for today's broadcast if you've got the money. If not, please make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys. Bye. Right.